Ahoy there, pirate! I need to tell you about an exciting addition to player versus player combat. Come see me straight away. Pirate, come see me in Avery's Court. There's trouble on the horizon.
We've all heard this guy, you know, ringing his little bell. Good old Mickey Dugen. No one likes him, right? He always shows up whenever you start a new character and you forget to turn tutorial tips to critical only, and he just keeps yelling at you.
Ahoy there, pirate!
But today, I'd like to take a little look at what makes Mickey Mickey. We're gonna look at his backstory, his lore, you know, and we're also gonna be looking at what he adds to Pirate 101. Is he actually a useful NPC for new players? We're gonna talk about all of it today. So first, we must discuss his lore. So Mickey Dugen grew up as a humble orphan in Jonahtown. We all know what Jonahtown is, you know, the whales. He had a knack for overhearing all sorts of interesting tales from distant parts. The young pelican made his name for himself, spreading news and rumors throughout town, often for some small reward. Dugen caught wind of some particularly juicy gossip from Gullet, but talking about it earned him the wrath of the Frog Father. Can't be messing with the Frog Father. Dugen fled Jonahtown on a merchant ship from Marleybone and ended up in the Isle of Dogs. In Marleybone, Dugen befriended the publisher of popular news sheet, Richard Altcault, don't know if I'm saying that right, starting as a delivery boy. Dugen made his way up the ranks to a fully fledged rumor mongerer, great, hunting down stories for his boss to print. History repeated itself when the rumors Dugen helped publish embarrassed an important peer of the realm. Dugen left Marleybone in a hurry and made his way back to Skull Island. Upon his return, he found employment with Captain Avery, who had a need of someone with an ear to the ground. To this day, if something important happens in Skull Island, Dugen is sure to hear of it, and is eager to pass on the news. So it looks like from the start, Dugen had always been the gossiper, the yapper, if you will. He is the just fang of Skull Island. Now, it seems he's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble, and, you know, to move back to Skull Island after being, you know, kind of pushed out of it by the Frog Father just seems kind of foolish, but, you know, to each their own. So that's a basic rundown of the lore. I'm not going to go too depth in it, but, you know, if you wanted to know, that's what Mikey Dugen is, you know, just an orphan who loves spreading rumors and now is hired by Captain Avery. Therefore, he, you know, tells us all about stuff. Now let's get into some of his quests that he gives. We have Silly Pet Tricks, Home Sweet Home, Mysterious Monument, Cabin Fever, Latest News, A Call for Help, Rank and File, The Pirates Regatta, Broadside, and Team Up Ledger. Now, there's two distinct categories that I put these quests in. Number one, introducing gameplay mechanics, like Silly Pet Tricks introduces pets, obviously. Home Sweet Home introduces homes. And then you got some that are story-based, like The Pirates Regatta, which you could argue also, you know, shows player, or I guess The Pirates Regatta just shows ship combat, but there's Broadside for that. So I put The Pirate Regatta to start the storyline. I put that in the story. Also, Latest News, Call for Help, that starts Moo Manchu. I put that in the story aspect. I feel as a whole, Mikey Dugen has two distinct quests, and I think he should not have story quests. Now, does that sound mean? Yeah, but every time you want to start a story quest, he's going to be yelling in your ear because, oh, you haven't done it yet, when he's just trying to show gameplay mechanics. Most other, you know, side quest NPCs, you know, even Captain Avery with his whole, you know, party barge doesn't yell in your ear every time you're not doing his quest, right? Ultimately, I think Mickey Dugen should purely be for those gameplay mechanics. And I genuinely think there should be in the dialogue, like right when you first hear them, you can turn off blah, 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 like that, not more elegant than that. You can turn off this feature by changing the settings to tutorial tips to critical only. That should be, you know, established because new players are going to get really annoyed really, really fast. I think most of his quests that teach mechanics, so like pets, homes, even Broadside, the PvE ship stuff, should stay as his quests because it can be useful for new players. But those like the Pirate Regatta, we already meet Skipper by doing the Broadside quest. That should just be for Skipper. There's no reason we should be talking to Mickey, right? And especially Latest News, A Call for Help. That should be Captain Avery, because that is a big story. Moo Manchu. Why does it start with Mickey? Why is he even here? You know, that's my question. I think maybe is it just because they can't get Captain Avery to voice that? It's a genuine question because I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense to have story stuff for the town crier who's telling us about, you know, kind kind of breaking the fourth wall on that and being like, here's some gameplay mechanics and whatnot. As an NPC, I think Mickey is fine, and I think he works as intended, but I think he can be very annoying. So, you know, having an option to shut that off, which there is, but giving new players the knowledge to do that is definitely something that should be implemented. It's definitely just a pet peeve of mine. I'm sure some people don't get affected by this, but I find him extremely annoying because I don't need to be doing all these gameplay things on all my characters. Like, I don't need to figure out how to, you know, go teleport to my home for the 15th time because I've already played. But for new players, it can be very helpful. I see what they're coming from, but it's a little confusing. So let me know in the comments what you think about Mickey Dugen. This is a shorter video. I want to do like a lot of little shorter videos where I focus on one aspect of the game. Obviously, this was very short because there isn't too much to talk about here. Just my opinion on Mickey, obviously. But no, I think maybe, you know, instead of like talking about a whole big thing of a game, like ranking the worlds, I should talk about one specific world, like what I love about Monquista, or, you know, why is this certain quest so good? And let me know if you like that kind of style, or you want me to stick to those really long videos. Because I know some people just listen to this like a podcast. That's okay too. But yeah, so that's going to end the video today. Also, let me know if you like that little intro. I thought it was kind of goofy. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.